Now in divisibility test for 7, what happens is that we see this with the help of an example. See this number, big number, let's say 47532911272. I want to check whether this number is divisible by 7 or not. Okay. So what I do here is from the left hand side, I start grouping numbers in threes. Not from the left hand side, from the right hand side. From the right hand side, I start grouping numbers in threes. So this is one block of 3. This is another block of 3 digits. This is another block of 3 digits. Okay, and you have only 2 digits, so you add a 0 here. So this also becomes a block of 3 digits. Okay, so you have 4 blocks. Okay, now what you do is you take the sum of the alternate blocks. Remember, sum of the alternate blocks. First and the third, sum of these two. Okay, and you take the sum of the second and the fourth. So you take the sum of the alternate blocks. Okay, that is, you add up 47 plus 911 should give you 958. Here you add up 532 plus 272. You get 804. Okay. Once you add up the alternate blocks, now you take the difference of this and this. Okay, the higher number minus the lower number. So the difference here is 958, the higher number, the greater number, minus 804, which will give you 157. Now 157 is divisible by 7. Is not divisible by 7. Yes, it is divisible by 7. Is divisible by 7. Okay, what is the quotient if you divide by 7? 157 is not divisible by 7, I think. It's 154. This I have written wrongly here. Okay, this 157 should be 154. Just make a change. Okay, so this should be 154. So 154 is therefore divisible by 7. And therefore the quotient, when you divide 154 by 7, what should be a quotient? 22.
20.
So 154 is divisible by 7. Therefore, the entire number 47532 911272 is divisible by 7. Okay, just give me a minute here. Okay, so I'm back here now. Let us take another example and check whether that number is divisible by 7. Let's take another big number. Let us take the number 6805793 192. Okay, this number. Okay, so from the right hand side, you start grouping in blocks of 3. So the first block is this. Next block is this. Next block is this. And since 6 is a single digit, so you take two zeros and make it a block of 3. Okay, now what you do? You add the digits, add the numbers, not the digits, numbers in alternate blocks. Okay, so if you add these two, you get 6 plus 793, which is 799. And here you get 805 plus 192. You get 977. Now you take the difference of these two. Which one of the two is greater? 977 is the greater number. You take the difference. Difference is 977 minus 799. This is going to give you 198. Okay. This difference, if it is divisible by 7, then the number will be divisible by 7. So is 198 divisible by 7? 198, if you check, is actually not divisible by, it's not divisible by 7. So therefore, this number is not divisible by 7. Okay, simple enough. Okay, you have to remember all these divisibility tests. Mostly, where divisibility test will be of very useful. Where divisibility test will be very useful during prime factorization of numbers. When you are prime factorizing numbers, you will find divisibility tests to be very, very useful once you learn them. Okay, but if you don't learn them, that's a different matter altogether. You won't be able to use it anywhere. In fact, not only prime factorization, but it has even in your other sums, uh, you will be using your divisibility tests later on also. In your class 9 and 10, you'll be using divisibility tests. Next is divisibility by 8. How to check whether a number is divisible by 8? The rule is that for any given number, it is just like the divisibility by 4. In divisibility by 4, what are we doing? You are checking whether the number formed by the last two digits is divisible by 4 or not. In case of 8, we see whether the last three digits, the number formed by the last three digits, is divisible by 8 or not. If the number formed by the last three digits is divisible by 8, then the entire number is divisible by 8. Let's see how we check this. Let us consider this number 97056. Okay. So question is whether this number is divisible by 7. So you check the last three digits. Number formed by the last three digits is 56. Number formed by the last three digits is 56. And 56 is divisible by 8. Therefore, the entire number 97056 is divisible by 8. Okay, you just have to check the last three digits. Just as in case of 4, you were checking the last two digits. Here you have to check the last 3 digits. Okay. Consider another number 567148. This number. I want to check whether this number is divisible by 8. Check the last 3 digits. Check the number formed by the last 3 digits. So what is the number formed by the last 3 digits? Number formed by the last 3 digits is equal to 148. Now is 148 divisible by 8? 148 is it divisible or not? 148 is not divisible by 8. So therefore we say that 567148 is not divisible by 8. Okay. So that is the rule. Okay. Just as in case of 4 we are doing, in case of 8 we take last 3 digits. Number formed by the last 3 digits. Divisibility by 9. Divisibility by 9 is very similar to your divisibility by 3. In case of divisibility by 9, we take the sum of the digits and we check whether the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. Okay, so what is the rule here? Let us consider this number 7120638. I want to check whether this number is divisible by 9. So we take the sum of the digits. We take the sum of the digits, which is okay, which comes out to be 27. Now 27 is divisible by 9. So therefore, this entire number is divisible by 9. So this is very similar to your divisibility by 3. I won't take another example in case of 9 because this is very similar to divisibility by 3. Divisibility by 10, this is a very easy one. If the number has the last digit 0, then it is divisible by 10. Otherwise, it is not divisible by 10. Only if the last digit is 0 of a particular number, then it is divisible by 10. So you all know this, right? Divisibility by 11. Now divisibility by prime numbers are very important. Okay, divisibility by 3 is very important. Divisibility by 6 is very important. Divisibility by 7 is very important. Divisibility by 11 is important. Okay, so these 5 are very important. Mostly the sums that you get are based on these. So divisibility by 11. How to check whether a number is divisible by 11? In case of divisibility by 11, okay, any number, uh, you first take the sum of the digits at the even places of the digits, and then you take the sum of the digits at the odd places, and then you take the difference. If this difference is divisible by 11, then the entire number is divisible by 11. Now what I mean by this, let us take an example. You have a number 5869217. Okay, now here you, from the left hand side, you start giving each digit a particular number. You arrange them in, you no, you give them you give them a particular, assign them a particular number in serial order starting from 1. So 7 will have the position 1. 1 will have the second position. This will have the third position. This the fourth position, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Okay, so you give these their position numbers starting from 1 and starting from the right hand side. Now what you do is you take the sum of the digits at the odd places and the even places. What are the odd places? 1, 3, 5, and 7. These are odd places. Okay. And what is the sum of the digits here? What is the sum of the digits? 5 plus 6 plus 2 plus 7. Okay. So you get this as 20. Now what you do is you take the sum of the digits at the even places. This is an even place, another even place, another even place. Okay. And what is the sum of the digits at the even places? Let me write here. Sum of digits in the odd places is equal to, next,
Mm.
sum of
Mm.
digits at the even places is equal to, what are the sum of the digits? What are the even places? You have 8, you have a 9, you have a 1, 18. Okay. So sum of the digits at the even places is 18, sum of the digits at the odd places is 20. Now what you do is you take the difference of these two. Difference. Difference. What is the difference? 20 minus 18, which is 2. Is 2 divisible by 11? 2 is not divisible by 11. Since 2 is not divisible by 11, therefore the entire number 5869217 is not divisible by 11. Okay, any questions from divisibility by 11?
No, sir. No,
Then
sir.
we take another example then. Consider this number 80503144052. It's a big number. Okay. So in order to check for divisibility by 11, we, starting from the right hand side, we arrange the numbers in serial order. First is first position, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. So you have position numbers starting from 1 to 10. Now you look for the odd and the even places. So first let us see the even places. The even places are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Okay, so what should be the sum of the digits here? Sum of the digits at the even places. This comes to, in the 10th position you have an 8, in the 8th position you have a 5, in the 6th position you have a 3, in the 4th position you have a 4, in the 2nd position you have a 5. Okay, so if you add these, you will get 25. Okay, next you take the sum of the digits at the odd places. What are the odd places? 9, 7 is an odd place, 5 is an odd place, 3 is an odd place, 1 is an odd place. Okay, and here, what is the sum of the digits? Sum of the digits at the odd places is equal to, you have, in the 9th position you have a 0, In the 7th position, again you have a 0. In the 5th position, you have a 1. In the 3rd position, you have a 0. And in the 1st position, you have a 2. So this adds up to 3. Okay. Now what you do is you take the difference. Difference of which two numbers? Difference of this 25 and this 3. So difference is 25 minus 3, which is 22. Is 22 divisible by 11? Yes, 22
Yes,
is
yes,
divisible
sir.
by 11. 22 is divisible by 11. So therefore the entire number, therefore 8050314,052 is divisible by 11. Okay. So that is the rule for divisibility by 11. Okay. I've taken another example here. Just go through this example. 35794. This is a smaller number. Okay. Can go through this. This number is also divisible by 11. Divisibility by 12. The last one. Now, just as in case of 6, I told you if a number is divisible by 2 and 3, it is divisible by 6. Similarly here, if a number is divisible, uh, if a number is divisible by 12, if it is divisible by both 3 and 4, if it is both divisible by both 3 and 4. Okay, remember. So if you can show that a number is divisible by 3 as well as 4, then you can say the number is divisible by 11. Let us see this with the help of an example. Let us say this is our given number 310164. Consider this number. I want to check whether this number is divisible by 12. Okay. So first I'll check whether this number is divisible by 3. So what I do is I take the sum of the digits. Sum of the digits is, okay, the sum of the digits here is 15. 15 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 310164 is divisible by 3. Now we check divisibility by 4, whether this number is divisible by 4. So in what is divisibility test for 4? You check the last two digits of the number. Number formed by the last two digits. Number formed by the last two digits is 64. Is 64 divisible by 4? Yes, 64 is divisible by 4. 64 is divisible by 4. So therefore, 310164 is divisible by 4. Since 310164 is divisible by both 3 and 4, hence 310164 is divisible by 12. Okay, simple enough example. So I hope the divisibility tests are clear. Any divisibility tests which you would like me to clarify? If not, then we can move on. Yes, no doubts. Fine. Let's move on to the examples. Now these are the types of sum that you are going to get. Okay. In your examination, you're not going to get check whether this number is divisible by 9 or check whether this number is divisible by 7. No, you will not get these kind of questions. What the type of questions that you are going to get are these. Okay, so you need to be very careful with how you are doing this. You need to be thorough with your divisibility tests. You need to memorize them. Okay, if you see the first example here, question is if 74x 5284 is a multiple of 3. So 74x 74x 5284 is a multiple of 3. Multiple of 3 means what? Can anyone say what do you mean by multiple of 3? Yes? Multiple of 3 means that
It
this
is
number
divisible by 3.
divisible by 3. Divisible by 3. That's the word. That the number is divisible by 3. Okay. So, and x here is a digit. Digit means x can be either 0 or 1 or 2 and anything between 0 to 9. Okay. So, where x is a digit, x cannot be equal to 10, x cannot be equal to 11. X is a single digit. Okay. The question is find the value of x. Okay, so we apply the divisibility in order to find the value of x. We apply the divisibility test for 3. So first, what you do is you take the sum of the digits. What is the sum of the digits here? 7 plus 4 plus x plus 5 plus 2 plus 8 plus 4. And these, it comes to 30 plus x. Okay, so 30 plus x is the sum of the digits. Now, what is the divisibility test for 3? That when the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then this number must also be divisible by 3. So that means if this number is divisible by 3, then this must also be divisible by 3, right? If this entire number is divisible by 3, then the sum of the digits also has to be divisible by 3. So since 74x 5284 is divisible by 3, therefore 30 plus x must also be divisible by 3. Now what do you mean by 30 plus x is divisible by 3? 30 plus x, if it is divisible by 3, then it can either be 0 or 3 or 6, 9, 12, or it can be 15 and so on. Okay, but the problem is that you have to choose, you have to, in each of the cases you will have to find out the value of x. Okay, but we need to be a little smart here. See that x is a digit here, x is not a number, so we cannot accept all the values here. We cannot accept 0, 3, 6, 9, 12. We cannot accept these values because if you take 30 plus x is equal to 0, then you get x is equal to minus 30, which is not possible because x can only take values that from 0 to 9. Okay, similarly, if you take 30 plus x is equal to 3, you'll get x is equal to 3 minus 30, which is minus 27, which is not possible. Okay, not possible. And proceeding in this manner, what you will see is that when 30 plus x we take a number just greater than 30, which is a multiple of 3, which is divisible by 3. What is the number that is greater than 30 and divisible by 3? It is 33. So when you solve this, you will get x is equal to 33 by minus 30, which you get as 3. So 3 you can accept because it is between 0 and 9. Also, 30 plus x after 33, which is the next multiple, it is 36. So you get x is equal to 36 minus 30, which is 6. Also, after 36, which is the next multiple, 39.
39.
So you get x is equal to 39 minus 30, which is 9. Also, what you must note is that any number that you can take greater than 39 will not work here. Because if you take the next multiple of 3 after 39 is 42. But if you take x is 42, then you get x is equal to 12, which is not possible. Because x is a digit. X is a single digit between 0 to 9. So therefore, what are the acceptable values? Therefore, the values of x can be either 3 or 6 or 9. Okay. Clear? Any question here in the sum? Any question from this part? Why are we not taking? Be careful. Okay. Do all this in rough. 30 plus x is equal to 0. 30 plus x is equal to 3. Check all this in rough until you start getting digits for the values of x. Okay. Always bear this in mind in such questions that x is a digit. X is not a 2-digit number. X can be any digit between 0 to 9. What I forgot here was there was another uh, possible value of x, which was when we take this as 30. So you get x is equal to 30 minus 30, which is 0. So the value of x can also be 0. Okay, not only 0369, it can also be a 0. Fine. So you'll do all this in rough. Okay, and then check whether you're getting x as a digit. So I stop here for today.